High dynamic range has been used in photography for years, but HDR for video content is a new technology that most video experts are calling the largest jump in picture quality since the transition from standard definition to high definition. HDR creates brighter whites and darker blacks in the picture and puts millions more colours on your screen. HDR technology has improved the picture quality so much, we are closer to mimicking human vision in the real world now more than ever. Put simply, HDR creates a better, more dynamic looking picture. HDR increases the contrast and brightness of an image, providing a wider range of colours than we've ever seen before. This increase of contrast and brightness means every colour is also brighter or darker, so we get more vibrant reds and deeper blues, all because the range from dark to light is higher in a display that can support HDR. Wide colour gamut is the amount of colours that can be displayed at any one time on the display. While wide colour gamut isn't a direct part of HDR, they do go hand in hand. WCG has increased the amount of possible colours from around 16.7 million on a 1080p screen to over a billion on 4K HDR displays. Not all displays are HDR compatible. In fact, almost every older display before 2016 will not be able to handle HDR content, and that content must include something called HDR metadata to activate the HDR capabilities inside your display. When HDR was new, it was hard to find content, but now there are thousands of hours of content on the market and endless sources that can output the high bandwidth signal that go hand in hand with HDR. Some of the most popular sources are now outputting HDR, such as Apple TV 4K, Roku Ultra, and Xbox One X. HDR can take on a number of different flavors, such as HDR10, Dolby Vision, and HLG. They all work in a similar way by increasing the contrast and colors and activating the HDR features inside your display. HDR10 can be used by any production company and is used mostly in films, video games, and TV shows. Dolby Vision is an HDR standard created by Dolby to allow companies the ability to license this technology for their film. Dolby is a little different because it is an end-to-end solution, meaning the Dolby standard will start at filming and be carried on throughout the post-production and reproduction processes. HLG is designed for live TV, allowing a display not built for HDR to still show a picture on the screen. The bandwidth requirement for HDR content can be anything up to 18 gigabits per second, and this can cause real problems for any product not specially built to deal with it. Devices which distribute video content, such as matrix switches, AV over IP switches, distribution amplifiers, or HDMI extension products, could halt the video signal from getting to the display, all because their bandwidth limitation is 10 gigabits per second. Trying to send 18 gigabits per second across products which can only handle 10 gigabits per second usually results in a blank screen. So do make sure you work with products which can handle HDR. For more information, visit avproedge.com.
Always on the cutting edge.